Hey guys, it's Warriors NRL Fanatics here. Welcome back to a live stream. And I'm going to go through my player ratings for the New Zealand Warriors versus the St. George Illawarra Dragons. And I'm going to go through the 1 to 17. And give my player ratings. So welcome to everyone who's currently joining. Thanks for joining. And to get into it now, my player ratings for the games. So starting off at fullback, look, this one was Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, and I'm going to go give Roger Tuivasa-Sheck here a I think he had an all right game, but I didn't think it was one of his best games. I think he made a few mistakes, and I made a try-saving tackle as well as a good kick, but I'm going to give Roger Tuivasa-Sheck here a 6 out of 10. I thought he was all right, but I didn't think it was one of his greatest games. So, I'll give Roger a 6 out of 10. Now, on to the wings now. It's Dallin Watene-Zelezniak's first game as a Warrior. And I thought he did all right. Actually, I thought he had an all right game. Didn't really stand out. But, I'm going to give Dallin Watene-Zelezniak a 7 out of 10. I thought he was not too bad. And, he didn't do too bad in the end. But it wasn't a standout game for him. So, I'll give him a 7 out of 10. Now, moving on to the centres. And I'm going with Adam Pompey is the first centre I'd like to rate, and I'll rate him a 5 out of 10. I didn't think it was one of his best games. I thought he, was a bit off in defence. So, I'm going to give Adam Pompey here a 5 out of 10. Moving on to the other centre pairing, and that's Masali Montoya, and I'm going to give Masali Montoya here a 6 out of 10. I thought it wasn't one of his best games. I think he didn't do too much, so I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 there. But, wasn't his greatest game. Moving on to the wing now, and it's Edward Cosey, and I thought Edward Cosey didn't really have a great game at all, to be honest. I thought probably, he was found out so many times in defence, made a few bad mistakes. So I'm going to get Edward Cosey here a 4 out of 10. Moving on to the halves, Sean O'Sullivan's the first one, and I'm going to give Sean O'Sullivan here a 5 out of 10. Not his great performance, but I just wasn't too impressed by Sean O'Sullivan in the halves across the weekend on the Friday night against the Dragons. So, I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. Moving on to the other halfback, and that was Chad Townsend. Now, Chad Townsend, I thought, had a pretty decent start to the game. His first game in a Warriors jersey in a long, long time, but obviously, the field goal option wasn't the greatest option. That changed the game massively. So, look, judging him off that play, I thought, it wasn't his best game. But, I thought I'll give him here a 6 out of 10. I thought he wasn't great. But, needs to do better, obviously. But, he's going to be injured. So, I don't think he'll be playing this week. So, 6 out of 10 for me for Chad Townsend. Moving on to the prop position, Addin Fonua-Blake. Addin Fonua-Blake, I thought, was pretty good. Actually, I think he had a great game, Addin Fonua-Blake. I think he did his best work there in the forwards. And, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I thought he was not too bad. So, 7 out of 10 for me. Moving on to hooker spot, and I thought this was one of his best games, actually, Wade Egan. And I'm going to give him an 8 here, an 8 out of 10. I think he was outstanding at Wade Egan. I think he can hold his head up high. I think he had a great game. So, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Now, moving on to the other prop position is Kane Evans, and I didn't think Kane Evans really played that well, to be honest. So, I'm going to give him a 3 out of 10. Wasn't outstanding at all. So, not great. Moving into the second row, Elias Katoa, and I thought Elias Katoa was one of our best players on the day. I thought he was one of the man of the match for me, and I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. I thought he was outstanding. Did all the great work. Great. Scored a great try as well, Elias Katoa too. So, he was outstanding. So, I'll give him a 9. The other second row position is Ben Murdoch-Masila. I thought Ben Murdoch-Masila was a bit, not his great game. But I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. I thought it wasn't his best performance. So, gave away a penalty, made a mistake. So, I don't think Ben Murdoch-Masila played too well. So, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. And moving on to the lock position, which was Tohu Harris. And Tohu Harris, came off of an injury, which was very unfortunate. But I'm going to give him a 7. I thought he was pretty good. So, 7 out of 10 for me. Now, moving on to the bench now. Jazz Tavanga, I think Jazz Tavanga was pretty good, actually. I think he made a massive impact coming off the bench. When we were struggling early on the game, when they brought Jazz Tavanga on, I thought he was outstanding. So, yeah, I think he was great, actually. So I'm going to give Jazz Tavanga 7 out of 10. As with Leeson Armel, look, I think he was outstanding too. So, yeah, I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10. I think it wasn't his best performance. So, yeah, I'll give him a 4 out of 10. And we're moving on to the other position on the bench, Bunty Afoa. And I think Bunty Afoa had a pretty quiet game, to be honest. I think he had a pretty quiet game. So, I'm going to give him a 6.5 out of 10. And then Bailey Sironen wasn't his great game. So, 5 out of 10 for me. So, going through the whole player ratings again, I'll go through them quickly here. So, Roger Tuivasa, I gave him a 6 out of 10. Dallin Watene-Zelezniak a 7 out of 10. Adam Pompey a 5 out of 10. Marcelo Montoya a 6. Edward Cozy a 4 out of 10. Sean O'Sullivan a 5 out of 10. Chad Townsend a 6 out of 10. Adam Fanua-Blake a 7. Wade Egan an 8. Kane Evans a 3 out of 10. Eliasa Katoa 9 out of 10. Ben Ruddock-Masila a 6 out of 10. And Tohu Harris a 7 out of 10. As with the bench, Jazz Tavanga, I gave him a 7. Leeson Armel, I gave him a 5 out of 10. Bunty Afoa 6.5. And Bailey Sironen a 5 out of 10. So, yeah, those are my player ratings for the game against the Dragons, round 16. So, yeah, I mean, look, not a great performance from every player besides the couple of players that I've mentioned. But, yeah, hopefully, this week, we can play a lot better. But I'd like to thank everyone for watching this little quick player ratings live stream. Cheers for watching, guys. Don't forget to like the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, thanks, guys, for watching. And yeah, I'll see you guys for the next one. Thanks, guys.